Howdy, gang. Oh, I forgot to plug in my headphones. I knew I was missing something. Going back to Singing City. I said last time, I felt like we were pretty deep in the game. I have no idea, but, you know, we've been, like, all over the map, basically. There's that one part in the middle of Reed Heights that's, like, boarded off, and there's probably story stuff that'll happen there, but I feel like we're approaching the last act here. We made, like, 3 major decisions already with the Mind Palace stuff. You know, 3's a golden number. We're tracking down that seal, right? And you thought we were the chosen one, and we tried to touch the seal, we KO'd, and the freaking Blackwood guy, like, summoned some monsters and roughed up some goons. And, someone stole our seal, probably Blackwood. He's hanging out at this manor. Blackwood Manor, apparently. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know how much of this is left, but you know, we've got plans. Suppose I could always go track down some of those books if I wanted to pad this out, but I don't think I do. Oh, made a wrong turn. There's no, like, distinct entrance to this place on the map, you see, and, like, oh, is it here? These are all buildings. Is this it? This little patch of brown right here? This looks like an infested area, but I doubt that's where it wants me to go, but sometimes it is. I think there was only one place that was actually an infested area, and the other times, we just got lost. Oh no, this might be it. That's gonna take me back out to the streets. Yeah, it is. Like something. Eesh. There's like a gnat or a flea or something and just like rubbed all over my freaking fresh washed face. It was pretty fat. It must have been a gnat. We found the entrance. Woo! Jeez. And much of the mansion, it's like a box. There's a balcony on it, and this thing's just a fucking box. Doesn't even have the titty roof like all the state buildings do. What the hell happened here? Is that Blackwood? No, I don't think so. Blackwood had a beard, I think. It's only been a week, but I do not remember what the man looks like. Wow, I suppose there was a road there I could have followed. Pistol's probably fine. Oi! You honking meat at me? You shit. Yeah, that guy had a lot more health than usual, and they normally go down like 3 or 4. And I guess he is a blue skin. He looked like a normal level 1 at first. Yes.
Great. More summoning.
You got the H. You're supposed to beat it off. Throw a bomb, maybe. Well, we didn't see any other entrances, so unless there's some kind of cliffside underground escape tunnel. Probably just want to hit this a few more times. Maybe blow it up. Well, not waste a grenade. Nah, it didn't do none. Ah, let's see what's down here then. Cool boat. And what's up with all this radiation coming off it? Electrified too, what the hell? Man holding up a big conch. Oh, is this one of the books? The Book of Dagon. The book is old and damp. It's a translation and a rough draft that littered with footnotes and corrections. The rituals of Dagon's servants, including summoning and sacrifice, are intermixed with other advice. One dictates the proper breeding with humans as they grow the deep one's numbers. Bring the slaves to the shore in the hour of high moon. Cut the skin to lines of unholy names. Nishiritim and Nizrag and mix their blood with sand in the pit. Place the dolphin's eye within and say thrice. Yauzutman crash give. Let the slaves fall and crawl in the water and direct your prayers. Wandering eye of Remaster. That must be the Lost Tomes. So am I always gonna see some freaking weird yellow paint around them or what? I am stuck. Oh, there we go. Thanks for the lift, bud. Probably recraft that grenade. Oh, alright. Yeah, I don't know how to get in here. This a back door? Hidden. There we go. I had a feeling it'd be something like that. Knowledge. Knowledge. Where's my skills? There we go. Quest rewards. Crafting bonuses. Carry ammo. I feel like maybe making the explosive stronger is better use than having a crit on the rifle that only carries like 5 shots.
The door won't budge.
I'm sure getting a crit with the rifle is hype, but like, I only have 5 shots. What are the odds of actually getting one? Stupid. Fucker. Shit. No, there's something around here to investigate. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we could have gone upstairs, but and where is the creepy summoning lab gonna be but the basement? Nowhere else.
Of course the Blackwoods would have a space for rituals. Well equipped too.
A lot of people. What is this? Sulfur? Soulstone?
No, not again!
Look. Ritual log. Candidate 8. Linda Brennan. Failure. Extraction of the dreamer's seed was successful, but my sigils couldn't contain it. I must keep trying. None of them deserve to bear this curse. And at 9, Judy Ennis. I was able to free the host from the curse, but cannot control it. I must be missing something. And at 10, Gordon Smith. Another failure. The deep one's gold does not help. I need a different focus. Much, much stronger ones. The deep one's gold, not sulfur. And at 11, Harriet Doe. I was too late, and yet she is the last remaining seed. Like I first thought, there's another. So he's trying to take the ability to do whatever the prophecy says from us and do it himself, maybe? Leave the normies out of it?
Dragon's Eye. I've seen this before. This one seems more recent.
One must be Harriet Doe.
Oh, you blasted thing! I need a stronger focus. This way, Gordon. A cure for your illness awaits. So many attempts, so few chosen left. I must keep looking.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
This way, Gordon. Oh, you blasted thing! So many attempts, so few chosen left. I must keep looking.
Ebernote conducted a ritual on someone, but the man died in the process. He buried him and set out to find something he called a stronger focus.
Yeah. Why is there more to look at? Birds? Guiding birds?
This one seems more recent.
I should probably heal. Of course, it just leads right upstairs. We're just going anyways. But you need to follow the trail for whatever's at the end to activate. That one's green. All my bullets, goddamn. Ah.
Wide open sea. I I too was drawn to it once.
Blackwood's diary. The vultures have grown bold. They went after me in my own home. The defenses I place are strong for sure, but the numbers are on their side and they won't stand down. The Yellow King's gang never does. I know you're looking for me, Mr. Reed. The truth about you was revealed to me the moment I saw you, but now the Yellow King's men have confirmed it. I cannot risk telling you too much, as this book may yet fall into wrong hands. Still, I have faith a detective of your caliber shall figure it out. I will now make haste to my place of pilgrimage. The seal of Kithganar is with me. There's more evidence to find. Could it be?
The door won't budge.
Ah, the Dagonite, the key lets you go into the door. And letter to I. Blackwood. Dear Iona, I have looked into the matter with all due diligence, and I'm sorry, but you were too hasty with your conclusions. Ebernote is a bright young man with an uncanny talent for the occult, but nothing indicates he has been chosen. He does not carry the dreamer's seed. Do not judge him harshly, however tempted he might be. He has lived his entire life preparing for his destiny. When he learns he is not chosen, he will need guidance. I advise you to send him to the order. I see the markings of a preacher in him. Regards, Portia Marsh.
Is it just me, or is she looking back?
Creepy.
Is it just me, or is she looking back?
Camera's gone fish-eyed. This place of pilgrimage. Swamp Mint. I want to believe. The creature from the Black Lagoon. Come unto the sea, dearest relatives. Ever since my son Ebernote turned out to be a false messiah, we've known this day would come. And now that the end of the cycle is drawing near, we may delay us no longer. Let us meet at the family cannery and make our escape from the city. Do not draw the attention of the authorities and allow us no outsider to follow you. Celebrate our last days in this wretched city and come onto the sea. Leave all your possessions behind. Once we reach our masters and the deaths, we will have sustenance beyond need.
Is it just me, or is she looking back?
Key evidence, but not all evidence. I'm guessing that the place of pilgrimage is the Blackwood Cannery. I don't know where that is, but you know, we know what to look for. Probably at the city hall, businesses. Maybe the Mind Palace is part of the evidence too. I always forget about it. Ebernote thought to be chosen. Ebernote has the seal for his ritual. No, thought he was chosen. Focus for Cannery, the seal. Ebernote was convinced his ritual needed the seal to be successful. He has it now. Place of pilgrimage. The Blackwoods left from their cannery. Ebernote Blackwood has fled, but I think I know where he went. He previously made pilgrimage to the site of his family's exodus to Blackwood Cannery. It would have existed about as long as the Blackwood family have been citizens of Oakmont, plus it must also be close to water in one of the port districts. Burial for the rituals. Whatever his intentions, none of previous chosen survive evidence and cult endeavors. Yeah, these are all their own. Okay, 7 deductions. What we got? The rituals are doomed to fail. Ebernote's rituals inevitably kill the participants. Ebernote's ritual could rid me of the curse of Dreamer's Seed, now that he has the missing element. It seems too risky. Sure would be nice to get rid of the nightmares, but I wouldn't put my life on the line. Like, he thinks that that's what he needs, but is it what he needs?
Of course the Blackwoods would have a space for rituals.
Maybe the ritual just sucks.
This one seems more recent.
So, this week I've still just been on my quest to clear up space for Baldur's Gate. But I also bought Atlas Fallen, which comes out like roughly a week after Baldur's Gate. So I need to clear up even more space, and I've got space for the Baldur's Gate. Alright, I've got like 163 now. Because I got rid of Resident Evil 4. That's what I was doing this week. I finished the professional mode run finally. So apparently if I took my time going through all the lower difficulties like a little bitch and got A ranks and stuff, I could have gotten like game changing items like the chicken hat to reduce your damage or whatever. I didn't have any of that. I had the hand cannon unlocked from the mercenaries mode, and I didn't even get that fully upgraded until maybe 70% through the game, like right before the sewer boss. And even then, the hand cannon, yeah, it's powerful, but like it fires slow, and even though it has infinite ammo, it's really inaccurate, and the range is shit. Well, it wasn't as useful as it could have been, and it helped with bosses, but like normal fights, not so much.
Wide open sea. I too was drawn to it once.
I like stopped playing that a while ago just because I had spent probably somewhere north of 10 hours stuck in the cabin on 2 different save files. One was like a New Game Plus professional, like I was prepared for that and I still couldn't do it. I just kept running out of ammo. I got it eventually. And the other is like my super minimalist run, which is probably too much for me to do without any of the assist items. And I was sticking to only the handgun and knife, no merchant, no heals. On the lowest difficulty, but still I feel like the aim assist was making things difficult for me. It's supposed to be there as a crutch, but I think it just hurts. Unless you're on, like, the minecart segment, that's useful there. And there's, like, a helmet you can buy to enable that in all difficulties. But everywhere else, it's not useful. It actively hinders my ability to shoot. So yeah, I almost got past it on that file too. Like, I did it on the professional, I was feeling myself, so I went and I almost did it the first try, and then I just couldn't. And, you know, I wasted another few hours in there, so I gave up. I figured I should probably just, like, heal or something, like, take one of the challenges off the run, but I wasn't feeling it anymore. I also had the wind taken out of my sails a little when I missed some of the treasures and I couldn't get them back. I got them all in the village. I missed a single one in the castle. And it was in an area that you couldn't backtrack to. I was pretty tight about that. And then I missed a single one right at the start of the island as well. And like, I was going for the achievements, you know. I was checking the map every time because you need the points to unlock the super weapons after you do the challenge. But, you know, I was going for this shit, and I still couldn't. I still fucked it up. But I finished, and it wasn't very fun. It was too difficult. I ran out of ammo too often. A lot of very frustrating parts. Like the freaking water room where he actually has to go turn the cranks while you guard her from a distance. There's guys coming at her. Those guys are all set to die in like 2 shots normally, but they're all like normal health dudes on professional. Technically, the infinite rocket launcher is unlocked after you beat the game, but that costs like 2 million, and that's more than you'd get in even 2 playthroughs without buying any upgrades. You need to play the game a lot before you're able to afford that. That's pretty ridiculous. Because most of the achievements require you to like do them on fresh saves. Like, I don't know who's replaying the game so much on New Game Plus that they're going to be able to ever afford that. So, you know, I didn't get all the weapons, I guess. And I knew I wasn't getting all the achievements because I can't freaking perfect the shooting range. Damn it, where's this last piece of evidence? But I tried. God damn it. And yeah, I don't think I'd ever play it on professional again, even with the speedrun. I don't know how the hell you're supposed to S rank it. Like, you guys are busted as fuck. I needed all those upgrade weapons, and I still ran out of ammo constantly. They want me to try and do that on a new save file? Are you crazy? And technically, after doing all the challenges, you'll have access to some of the infinite ammo weapons. But you still have to buy the upgrade to make them infinite. I think you only get the cat ears, which give you it innately after getting the S rank on professional. So yeah, whatever. That took a lot longer than it was supposed to. I didn't even think I was going to get past the cabin, but I thought I'd give it a shot. And then when I succeeded after not playing the game for over a month, you know, I just rolled with it, finished that run, and now it's uninstalled. I was keeping it around because I thought the Ada campaign was going to get patched in, but they haven't said anything about it. There are a couple dummy achievements in the list, so like something is coming. They just, again, haven't announced it yet. It's been a few months. Now, you know, I figured I can live without it for the time being. Maybe I'll go attempt one of the challenge runs again when I reinstall it, whenever that does come out. What am I missing? I think I want to look it up. It's bugging me that much. Un momento. Blackwood. Yeah. This is a different game. What the fuck is Royal High? Uh... duh, duh, duh. No. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything suspicious other than that I could maybe interact with the eye door. Maybe I messed that up by not interacting with it before I had the key.
Is it just me, or is she looking back?
I'm gonna check the basement one more time. Oh, I'll get out of here because I think it just bugged. Or, you know, I did the order of operations wrong and that's probably what happened. Probably City Hall. Could be the Chronicle, too. Yeah, that was my whole week, I guess. I was, like, trying things on and off to see what I could maybe reasonably finish within, like, the week, 2-week period I had to work with. And the other one I've been working on is Edge of Eternity, which... You know, I got back into that sometime last month. It hadn't been crazy long since I last played it. I was just, like, getting fatigued, because you play, like, half of the game with only 2 party members. It gets stale because of that. You go through so many long stretches. There was a temporary third, but she disappears, like, halfway through the second act. And then the last time I stopped was after I did a quest and got my actual third-party member who seems to be permanent. And, you know, after that, the game's been, like, going pretty smooth. Like, there weren't any long stretches of boring, a ton of combat, and, like, the combat's obviously faster with 3 people. We can tank more hits, too. So I can take on bigger crowds of monsters if I want. And, you know, I actually got a 4th party member, too. I don't know how permanent she is, but, you know, whatever. I got a full stack now. It looks like I'm breaking into the end tier of equipment, so I'm pretty sure I'm on, like, the last, if not second to last chapter. And, you know, it's all going a lot faster than the first 3 chapters did. Those are all really long and drawn out. I don't know, I finally started to find the, like, tier 2 spells, which is another reason things are getting stale. And playing, like, 40 hours, and I'm still only using, like, Fire Rift level 1 or whatever, because they come from crystal materias, like Final Fantasy VII. And I just, you know, never found any of the high-level ones until very recently. Even now, they're still kind of rare. But they're cool. They usually take the single-target ones and turn them into AoE things. Is very useful. Enterprises. 19th century. Salvation Harbor. Blackwood-Marsh Cannery. Blackwood-Marsh Canning Factory, established 1873. Proprietor, Iona Blackwood, Aldous Marsh. Address, Central Grimhaven Bay, corner of Nantucket Street and Fitzo'Gallahan. Central Grimhaven, Nantucket, and Fitz. Probably this building right here. Right next to a fast travel point, too. Investigate this. To whom it may concern, there's a conspiracy brewing in the city. It's the fishmen. I know you couldn't confirm my previous reports, but this time it's different. They're taking over. The rancid underwater gold has been surfacing around the city. Soon they will have enough to buy out everybody. Your institution must investigate this. I took the initiative and performed a preliminary investigation. Yes, I know I don't have the license. It's exactly why I need somebody who does. I'm sending you the first batch of my notes. More notes will follow as I carry on my research. The conspiracy is real. The fishmen. Regards, Sims. Oh god, another DLC thing just wants me to go to a million places. And what, am I just investigating Vadianoi homes and... Is this where I found that thing? You know, the, like, bracelet? Is that what that was? Like a fish gold piece of jewelry? Dagon gold? Made of the blessed metal? Sweaty. Mystery of the Creepy Watson. Yep, here's the cannery. Not all hidden. Right here. You've seen it multiple times. The entrance is at the corner of these streets, I guess. Whoa ho. Friend or foe?
Just when I thought I'd actually get somewhere first for once.
Hello there, Mr. Reed. I didn't expect to see you here so soon.
Do we
Is the
know
Yellow
each
Kings
other?
gang?
Well, I must say, I'm a little hurt. The Yellow Kings know everything that goes on in this Borg, and that includes you.
I've seen some of your gang's handiwork before. What's your angle?
Us? Well, call us concerned citizens. And this is just the kind of situation we concern ourselves with. I believe you recently lost something important. We're here to make sure you get it back.
The seal.
Uh-huh. Gotta find it before you go complete cuckoo like all them chosen before you.
What did you just say about the other chosen?
All the chosen go bonkers eventually. Whatever you're doing, you better step on it. You ain't safe. And from what I hear, it's been showing.
Yep. You have been showing.
So what do you get out of this?
I just do what I'm told. And my boss was very clear about this.
Your boss? Who would that be?
Oh, don't you worry, sir. He'll find you when all is said and done.
So, do we have a problem or not?
Not at all. You're here already. Do your thing. Just leave us be while we do ours. If Ebernote Blackwood shows his face, we'll put him down for good this time. Don't you worry.
Okay. Well, they probably got here before y'all.
We've got your back, Mr. Reed.
Don't worry. We'll stand watch.
Place of access, I imagine there's a pit in the basement with a diving suit.
Looks like everybody left mid-meeting.
E. Blackwood, Mr. Blackwood, thank you for the generous donation. Every can of fish you've delivered us will help. Per your request about recent cases of matching hallucinations, our patient's privacy is paramount. But for a patron like you, some arrangements could be made. I'll notify you when I manage to piece something together. Feel obliged to ask, however, what is your interest in this, Dr. Palmer? So he got the hospital to tell him who's having hallucinations to pick his victims.
I'm lucky you bastards left your research before you fled. All the chosen are in here.
How old is this? Someone could have cleaned this up, right?
Action I can make. Chosen go mad. Woken by a nightmare. They're getting worse. The seed will drive me mad. If I can't get rid of the seed soon, I'll go completely mad like the rest of the chosen. So maybe the ritual is my best option then. I go crazy or die. Ebernote fights the curse. Ebernote Blackwood wants to free those carriers dates. First to carry the seed, whatever his reasons or methods may be. Because he's not chosen and he's jealous. Dangerous obsession. Ebernote was promised a great destiny, then denied it. He is obsessed with the idea of becoming chosen. There is no escaping my curse. Ebernote Blackwood tried to develop a ritual to lift the curse to the chosen. If all of his previous attempts killed the participant, it seems the curse is my burden and mine alone. I need to get the seal back from Ebernote. Ebernote could help lift my curse. Ebernote Blackwood developed a ritual to lift the curse from Chosen, and took the seal of Kithganar, believing it was the missing element. For all I know, this is the only chance I have to save myself from this madness. I need to find Ebernote. I don't know, I still don't trust it. I feel like keeping away from the occultism is probably the best way to get the better ending, right? But maybe you do gotta take it at some point. And we did help that mom for your kid from the mirror world. That was pretty neat. Ancient prophecy. Since dark aeons before the age of man, Kithganar lies beneath the ground, and each eldritch prison rests the dreamer's hidden daughter, bound to never leave. But there are those who would free the daughter if the dreamer's seed would only pass to her. Each turn of the cycle, those carrying the seed are drawn to Kithganar, driven by hideous visions. The seal of Kithganar will open the way. Many will try and perish while the stars are right and the dreamers stir this house. One will succeed. The daughter shall be free. If ever spawned womb, the dreamer shall spawn once more. The hell? Is that fighting upstairs?
You are here, Mr. Reed. Just when I was starting to think I'd come on too strongly.
You have an odd way of making advances.
You're hardly the charmer yourself. I was hoping we could talk. It's the least you could do after bringing those gentlemen along.
I didn't bring them.
Those gentlemen were here when I arrived. Tell me, what were they after?
They have been a nuisance, hounding me for some time. I don't know their leader, but whoever they are, they're determined.
And so you slaughtered them.
They wanted me dead. I retaliated. If I looked, Mr. Reed, would I not find your hands soiled the same way?
Most certainly. But I didn't do it with weird rituals, and that makes me better.
You saved my life at the Temple of Dagon. Why?
Oh, could I not? I suspected that you too were chosen. As it turns out, I was right. We walk the same path, you and I. I extended only the courtesy of a fellow traveler. Nothing more, nothing less.
No, you wanted to use me for your ritual.
I was told the Chosen all go insane. Is it true?
All of them. No ordinary human can bear the curse, but I was destined to carry this burden, trained for it. It is mine alone, yet still I am denied it.
So you're here on some kind of, what, pilgrimage?
This is where my family once gathered, before descending into the depths, never to see the sun again. They left me here. Punishment for being a disappointment. Lacking the curse they wanted to exploit, as if that were all I was.
I can't let you have the seal.
Now, Charles, let's be civilized. By now you know enough to understand what this entails. I'll make you an offer. I have been groomed for this. I have waited my entire life for this. I am chosen. I am chosen. Let me free you from the burden.
You mean kill me?
Are you saying you can stop me going mad?
I can, with a ritual of my own design. There have been setbacks, yes, but now, with a piece of Katiganar in my hands, I know it will work.
You better start making sense, Blackwood.
I can extract the Dreamer's seed from you. I will bear this burden and carry it into the Stygian depths below the city. And you shall be free. Free to help me in this quest on an equal footing, or to flee the city with your sanity.
It can't be that easy.
None of it was easy. I have given everything I have. Everything to be here. I know this is my fate. Our fate. You can be saved, Mr. Reed. Let me help. I beg you. This is not where your journey ends.
I want a moment to think about the options.
Destiny waits for no man, Charles. Decide now whether this ends in...
I just want to make a hard save here. It seems like I have about 3 endings I can go for from this point. I'm sure my other choices may have opened up other options, but I see 3 immediately available right here. I'm gonna say no first, just because I don't trust the occult rituals, but it sounds like taking the ritual will give me some more interesting choices, and no dice may very well lead to the bad ending. I'm sure leaving's a bad ending too, but it's probably more neutral.
I've seen what happened to your other guinea pigs, and I'm not eager to join them. I'm leaving.
I can't let you do that, Charles. You had a choice, and you chose wrong. Death awaits any man who will stand between me and my destiny.
Ah! I thought he was gonna have more health or do some magic. Alright, so now what? Do I just go to the theater? Where our friend is at? Johannes Vanderberg gave me an address I should visit after I get the seal back, Western Advent. And put him down. Time to tell whether he was a visionary or a common madman. Regardless, yeah. Gotta talk to Johannes. We'll probably go back and see the other endings, assuming there isn't much of the game left. I still don't have the Tommy gun, but that's probably just gonna be a last minute thing to make me feel OP, because it's a Tommy gun. Do I... Inland Ave and University Street. I know the theater's right here, but I had it marked before. I'm just wondering why it's gone. So, like, you're having the visions, and other people are having the visions. I think that Charles has to acknowledge that some of this occult shit is at least real. Obviously, the summoning's working, too. But I think that giving in to the occult shit is how you go crazy. Staying out of it like this could very well help you maintain your sanity, but what do I know? And, you know, we saw in the room he's been taking drugs for a long time now, and they're not really helping him anymore. The dosage keeps going up, that'll probably kill him at some point as well.
Sealed by the police. What could Johannes have done?
I may have very well just threw out his best chance at living. Ow. Ow, who the fuck's shooting at me?
Help me. Help me, please.
Seeing a dead policeman must be bad luck. Really bad. The door won't budge.
Ow.
The door won't budge.
Open up, damn you. Is Johannes dead?
Wear this. Kill Vanderberg, and your sweet new wife won't get hurt.
GB.
38 revolver shell casing. That's the same I'm using.
Trying to make it look like me. Do I have a GP on my hat? I don't.
The bloodstains are still wet. This phone was used recently. The bloodstains are still wet. This phone was used recently, and it appears someone tried to help him, but all in vain. 3 shots to the gut, 1 through the heart. Quick death.
All it's gonna be. What am I supposed to be looking at?
Repeat the verse after me. Gnaya ilya ogn glui hastor vataranek ungibun.
I can't pronounce any of that.
It appears someone tried to help him, but all in vain.
Step right in, my friend. Let me welcome you in this humble abode of mine.
running away after the deed.
Can't you see?
Police? Mr. Vanderberg has been shot. Please send help.
Okay, let's see what actually happened here.
Step right in, my friend. Let me welcome you in this humble abode of mine. Can't you see we are having a seance? What are you... Ah!
Police? Mr. Vanderberg has been shot. Please send help.
Johannes Vanderberg was with a guest when the killer arrived and shot him. His visitor survived and used the phone to call the police. Your humble servant, Theurgy of Math. Le Philosophe Inconu, selection of maxims and aphorisms. Year de la Lande, repercussions and reflections. Monade possesses the ultimate power of transforming the world. Thus, being added to an odd number, it turns into an even. And added to an even makes it odd.
Monade is one mono.
As our material existence is not life, so our material destruction is not death. For this world is nothing more than just a play of lights and shadows, dwarfed to insignificance in the endless corridor of angles, yielded by mirrors that reflect each other.
Second save there. Okay, so what? The killer was blackmailed. I came to the Crown Theater, only found his body. Seance or friend shot. Going to call the police. So the police should have a record. Here's a second man, Psycho Johannes Vanderberg's murder when it happened. He could tell me more about it. So I need to look for witnesses at the police station, maybe?
Stop right there. Put your hands up and don't try anything stupid.
What? Why?
You're under arrest for the murder of Johannes Vanderberg.
I didn't do it.
I didn't kill him.
We have clear evidence against you and an eyewitness report. Take him in.
I've been framed by the police because they don't like me. And kill me, take me in for killing Ebernote Blackwood. Or, Professor Cavendish. But not this guy.
Rise and shine, Detective Reed. Hope you've enjoyed your stay.
Weren't you the man giving orders back at the Carpenter Manor? To what do I owe the pleasure?
You have an excellent memory, Reed. The name's Frank. Regardless, I'm here for you. Mr. Carpenter has put up your bail.
Ah, alright, because I saved him.
I must confess I'm, pleasantly surprised. That seems helping Mr. Carpenter was a good choice after all.
Well, you helped Mr. Carpenter, and now he returned the favor. The Carpenter family always pays its debts.
That's generous of Mr. Carpenter, but tell me, how did he know I was here?
The Carpenter family has a long and proud history of supporting the Oakmont Police Department. Let's just say they keep us in the loop.
You know, I know that voice. War never changes.
I didn't kill anyone. Do you have any idea what's going on?
Of course you didn't do it, Mr. Reed. The witness must be mistaken.
No, seriously. I'm innocent.
Okay, sir. Mr. Carpenter wishes to see you. I suggest you take up the matter with him yourself.
Fine. Thank you.
I need to find the archives here. Right there. Crimes, violent crimes. Witnesses. And it's not Reed Heights, it's not Salvation Harbor. Is it Coverside or Advent from the colleges? So I know instrument of crime. I know there's a witness. Maybe I want the victim to look up. No. Suspects. My police record. D.W. Reed, born in Boston, 1894, place of residence unknown, a marital status bachelor, occupation private detective, crime record, looting, breaking and entering, violating private property, disorderly conduct, boat theft, negligent use of weapons, assault, suspected murder of Johannes Vanderberg. All those other things are just stuff from my job. The looting and the breaking and entering and the use of weapons. Seems I can't dig up who the witness was, though.
My sister's missing, and nobody will help me find her.
You're in luck. The name's Charles Reed, private investigator. Ready to help if the price is right. And you are?
Oh, sir. Thank you. I'm Jacob Tucker. Take anything you want. Just find Emily. Please.
We have a deal. Now, a couple more questions. If I'm gonna help, I'll need more information.
Emily's my little sister. We lost everything during this damn flood. And then she had some kind of breakdown. It was my job, a brother's job, to protect her. And I failed.
If I'm gonna investigate, I'll need more to go on. What happened?
She's been in the asylum for 2 months. I visit her every week, but when I went yesterday, the doctors acted like they didn't know me or her. I'm not insane, I swear. I know she was there. Something's happened, but please, sir, find my Emily. She's all I have left.
Can't you ask the police for help?
No one in this city cares about the insane. She's just another nobody for them to ignore.
Rest assured, I'll do what I can to locate your sister. Goodbye.
Do I need to go to the asylum? Okay. We've been to the asylum before. Oh, you know what? Hold on, let me pull my talk about list, because I remember I talked about like too many games, like a large number of games last time. It's not the same thing. But I didn't get to the animes. There's 2 of them. Yeah. The 4th season of Golden Kamuy. We're actually about to talk to this lady, so I shouldn't speak yet.
Welcome to the Oakmont Asylum. I'm Dr. Palmer. What brings you here?
Charles Reed, PI. I'm looking for a patient of yours, Emily Tucker.
I'm sorry, Mr. Reed, but I'm afraid you're mistaken. We have no patient by that name, but you're not the first to ask about her. Are you perhaps acquainted with a man named Jacob Tucker?
Never heard of him. I'm guessing he's a relative?
Indeed. A brother, if I recall. You may want to locate him. It could be easier to find your Emily together.
May I inspect your patient files? Perhaps Emily has been misidentified.
I'm sure as a professional you understand patient confidentiality. Our files are secure, but feel free to talk to our guests. We've nothing to hide.
Take care.
This isn't the same person. Oh, there she is.
Anything I can help you with?
Can you help me? I'm looking for the room where the doctors keep all their papers.
Papers. Room. Yes, I know it. Locked with all their secrets. Doc had the keys, but no more. Wait. Did you see that?
See what?
Never mind. For a second, I thought there was something inside you. Something other.
Be that as it may, you were saying about the keys?
The keys. Edna took them. We're playing hide and seek right now, Edna and me. Hide and seek.
Well, best of luck.
Keep your luck. I can see what others can't. Don't forget to feed.
Emily Tucker. Ever heard of her?
Tucker. Oh, she's not playing no more. She won.
Where is
She
she?
hid too well.
Won, mister. She won. She's everywhere.
How is it here? I can't say I expected such a peaceful atmosphere.
I like it. We eat, we sleep, we talk with the docs. I like.
What about the procedures?
Just talk. These Danes call it procedure. Talking is talking.
Well, at least you're in a nice place. Take care. Budge. Was there ever a girl called Emily here?
Ah, pretty girl who won. Nice, Emily. Always with Edna.
Very angular face.
Where is she now?
Right here in kitchen. She hides even better than Edna. Makes herself smaller. Hides inside.
I need to get to the room where the doctors store their files. Can you help me?
Ah, yes. Edna knows this room. So many places to hide.
Surely this room is locked. How can you hide in there?
Edna has key. Shiny, precious thing.
Edna, could I please borrow that key?
Huh? Not for free? But if man brings Edna something else shiny, Edna found a bang-bang. But it's empty. Will man give Edna bang shells?
You're after bullets, yeah?
Yes, man is right. shiny bang bangs. You have? You have?
Bullets are dangerous. I'll get you something better, okay?
Edna will wait.
Gotta be something else I can give her. I don't want to give a fucking crazy woman a gun.
Scalpels, electroshock wires, drills for craniotomy, all covered in a thick layer of mold.
Someone's been helped here in a long time. Therapy session log. SF notes severe cause schizophrenia, very defensive, aggressive towards father figure, sexual abuse. Could ask Dr. Linden with help to support soul. Female presence may prove relaxing. Patient ET notes mental breakdown caused by the flood. Suffers from occasional hysteria attacks, hallucinations, as well as visions. Calms down when I read her fairy tales. Sleeping Beauty is her favorite.
By accepting the darkness, the patient has not changed it to light, but has kindled a light that illuminates the darkness within.
What?
Let's play. Water me. Don't just stare at my leaves.
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
Can you hear? Somebody's singing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Can you hear it?
This is shiny.
To dearest Lydia from loving family. I hope Edna will like this. It's definitely shiny.
My head! I still hear those voices.
The door won't budge.
Watch your pocket. Some patients here have one.
Weird. The cans look used and worn, but the meat smells fresh.
Refilling cans.
The door won't budge. Edna, look what I have. A nice shiny bracelet. Let's trade.
Yes, yes. Edna wants shiny bracelet. The man take keys. Edna's happy. Yes.
Bye.
Giving her no damn bang bang. Plenty of bullets around anyway. She's clearly fond of stealing. Asylum notice. Dear colleagues and patients, since flood, part of the asylum is undergoing slow steady repairs, and while we're hoping to restore some of the rooms in the foreseeable future, it is yet uncertain when we will gain access to all the building. Be patient and grateful as friends and relatives who aren't afraid to come. Let's piece our home back together.
Do you see it?
Haven't you seen the beast?
Where do I find these records? Records room no. Scholars, please watch your pockets. Some more and take an interest in keys and records. Yep, there we go. Asylum transfer list EF, WB, ET, ES, PG, SF, SS. What's the name of the person we're looking for again? Emily Tucker. So we're looking for ET. Oops. ET transported to a Winner and Co. We regret to inform you that Winner and Co., Oakmont City's most esteemed food supplier for medical institutions, will soon close. Unfortunately, our location in Grimhaven Bay is no longer operational as a result of the flood. We apologize to our clients unreservedly and hope to be able to... So the factory isn't working anymore, but they're taking some patients and forcing them to work in the food factory to keep delivering them food. And they're reusing the cans. They say they still don't have this woman because they're using her as a slave. I wonder if they do it with all the black patients or something. Keep in mind, this is like 1920 or something. Probably in the Oakmont Chronicle. Maybe City Hall works too, but I want to try the Chronicle, look for an ad for this place. The yellow marks are pissing me off, dog. I could have been a little more thorough there, I suppose. I only went through one pass, but I feel like I grabbed everything regardless. Oh, I wish this fast travel point was closer to the actual building.
What's your problem?
Brimhaven Day. Big food factory closing down isn't front page news. None of them had this symbol on them. I'm probably not at the right place. I'm gonna try City Hall. Oh, this is doing me. No, just Grimhaven Bay.
Knock it off!
Alright, so I want Enterprises. And after the flood... Maven Bay. Wiener and Co. Factory. Wilson Bigelow, American Gigolo. Privateer Street, closer to Clam Bay Street. Out here. Place? No, I'm nowhere near it. That's just a place. Factory. You know, I assumed this was like a nice thing, like they were using them as sweatshop labor, but they could very well be canning the people as well.
In a wheelchair in a place like this.
Or it could just be extra space, and it's not as sinister as I thought. Like, they did say how much of their facility was broken due to the flood. Doesn't seem to be operating still, that's for damn sure. Oi! Another landmine. First aid kits, you know, bit.
A funeral urn's not something you'd expect to see at a canning factory.
Burning people, yes, yes, they're probably canning people. Making their crazy citizens crazier.
The surface of this table is soaked in old blood. It's seen a lot of use.
I pray Kay has mercy on these poor souls, for I will never have mercy on my own.
So, there's like a thing you can do now, I guess, where you like give some of your tissue to a lab and they'll grow you a little human meat hamburger grown of your own cells in a petri dish. And you can eat it. So technically cannibalism, but you know, it's your own meat, it's all consensual and stuff. However, it's like a known thing about cannibalism that the human body lacks the enzymes needed to properly digest the human meat. And so eating it is supposed to like give you the shakes, like it literally rots your fucking brain. So I have to wonder how this thing got approval. Maybe it's because it's your own meat that it works. Like maybe that's fine. I have no idea.
Dr. Lydia Calloway, Oakmont Asylum.
Maybe it's not even like a widespread thing yet. And it said, the thing I read was about it happening in Philadelphia, I think. I obviously live in Pennsylvania, so I would know about the news going on there.
E.T. Oakmont Asylum. Could it be Emily Tucker? SM, Oakmont Asylum.
E.T. and SM were both transferred here.
Dr. Lydia Calloway. The princess pricked her finger with a spindle and fell upon the bed in a dead sleep.
SM's the other lady into sexual abuse. She calmed down or whatever, I guess. They read this one. Seems that Dr. Calloway takes her patients over here to do murder stuff.
There's almost no morphine left in the bottle.
Euthanized?
Return to sender.
Letter to Throgmorton. Dear Mr. Throgmorton, I hope you know I would never bother you unless pushed to a state of extreme need. We are in a state of famine here in Oakmont Asylum. As head clinician, I entrust the fate of the asylum and its patients in your hands. I humbly request the funds you, head of the grand family, perhaps you can spare in our cause. Damn, he didn't even know his mom was in there. Piece of paper with bloodstains in it says, you won. SM must have written the other paper. It said, you lose.
Return to sender.
Dear Mr. Meyer, it would never bother you unless pushed to a state of extreme need. Unfortunately, times have been rough. For several months now, the asylum has been on the brink of starvation. Please, if you would only agree to donate. They started doing this after being in extreme need for quite a while and nobody helped them. As if that's gonna give me any fucking pity. You guys can go fucking fish every day or whatever. You're in goddamn Oakmont, Massachusetts. You got the ocean right behind your asylum. For the patients would like to fish too. Be nice and relaxing for them. Dr. Palmer's draft letter, dear head provisioner, we appreciate you sending us these medical equipment samples. Though these days we've undertaken different procedures to treat our patients, nevertheless, we would greatly appreciate the help with food supplies. We've grown very short of rations, and all these other vendors have already turned their backs on the asylum. Please let me know if you're able to assist. Respectfully yours, Dr. Palmer. They're just trying to keep people alive. They haven't treated anyone with those tools in a long time, so they're all moldy.
Kay, forgive us, for we have sinned.
Yeah, they
But
can
at least
people.
We have secured ourselves another week or two. There now. Rest in peace, dear child. You did good. The princess pricked her finger with a spindle and fell upon the bed. Shh. Sleep well now, my dear.
Time to figure this out.
The princess pricked her finger with a spindle and fell upon the bed. You did good. Kay, forgive us. There now. Rest in peace, dear child.
It's horrific. Emily was sedated, killed, then processed to make canned meat for the asylum. Remnants were buried here.
Can I go grab her ashes? Like a consolation prize? And I find your sister that I found the rest what's left of her. Or something like that. Give him a can of the meat.
The surface of this table is soaked in old blood. It's seen a lot of use.
I pray Kay has mercy on these.
Why would they need medical curtains in a wheelchair in a place like this?
Take the boat right around the corner. You know, I'm about to get paid. It's gonna be in bullets. I don't need to craft anything just yet.
Mr. Tucker, I know what happened to Emily.
Kay, bless you. Where is she?
I'm sorry, Jacob. The staff and the patients of the asylum, they killed her, then ate her.
What? No. No, it can't be.
I'm sorry. That's true. They were starving and turned on each other to survive. Emily was among the unlucky ones.
If anyone else told me this, I would not believe them, but I know your reputation, Mr. Reed. Take what you've earned. I don't care anymore. She was all I had left.
Give me a rifle ammo I couldn't even carry. Wasting my goddamn time.
You better start brown-nosing Carpenter. If it were up to me, we'd have already thrown away the key.
Sir, I didn't do a thing.
Oh, really, newcomer? Shall I read your record aloud?
Go ahead. I'm a good citizen.
A good citizen with a shotgun. People like you are best kept in jail, if not the asylum.
You're not so good with people, are you, officer?
Men like you are why this city is a mess. You blow off locks and break into houses to ransack them. You stroll the streets with a loaded gun, firing at innocent passers-by. And don't you dare deny it.
Not usually.
If I were you, I'd be careful how you speak to me. Just a few words to a few important people and you're out of a job. Keep that in mind.
I ain't impressed by your connections, Reed. Take 'em away, and you're nobody. Just remember, if it weren't for your powerful friends, you'd still be rotting in Oakmont jail. Don't waste my time, newcomer.
Maybe talking to the doctor at the asylum would have given any evidence, but I guess it's for another case now. I didn't think that's what I'm protected was gonna mean. That was a shady thing to say. I was like, no, this is my job. I have a license to carry these weapons. You can fuck off. Got skill points, 2 of them. Use big booms, baby. I don't know when I'm gonna use a grenade other than on a boss, but that boss is getting fucked now. I gotta head to the Carpenter's Manor. I think it's this green one right here. I'm wrong, it's the next street over. Getting through the backyard though. Or never mind. You hopped over the fence, there isn't a back entrance. This yard works just fine anyways. Scotland.
A little blackmail, a little larceny, a worthwhile scrap or two.
I don't know what larceny is, but it sounds fun.
Mr. Carpenter, glad to see you in good health.
Yeah, I'm glad too, kid. It was hard to make it here in one piece after all that turmoil. I never expected this from my own son.
I'm sorry for that.
Never mind. Nothing wine, women, and song can't fix. I'm still going strong, kid, if you know what I mean.
I see that.
I didn't see Graham here. What happened to him?
I had to ensure my own survival, kid. I don't think you want to know more than that.
Send him away, hopefully.
I wanted to thank you for bailing me out of jail. That was very helpful.
Yeah, sure, kid. But you must understand that your freedom ain't yet insured. They still have a witness against you. Milton Peirce. I can make sure the police swallow whatever I feed them. But I need some morsels to offer. You get me, kid?
You need evidence of my innocence.
Find the one to blame and let my taskmaster know. Old Brutus will do the rest.
Who is this Milton Peirce?
Another rich rascal running for mayor. Nothing special. Just your typical Reed Heights scum.
Do you know where I can find him?
No idea, kid. From what I've seen in newspaper interviews, he's all over this town.
Thank you. I should go.
Wait a second.
Alright, so
Take
Chronicle.
this. It's a fine tool for sticky situations. Make good use of it.
Will do.
You give me his Tommy gun?
Yeah. Watch yourself, kid.
Hey, this is my old Tommy gun. I call it the mommy gun, though, because that's what boys be saying after I pull it out. Reed Heights scum must mean this guy's a Klansman. And that means he's got the whole Reed Heights community's votes in his pocket. Okay, we're looking for after the flood, either celebrities or officials, and interviews. Try celebrities. Oh, whoops! I need to get the thing selected. I don't know why it still had that old case selected. There. Here's the interview. Today, our correspondent had the chance to speak in the beautiful alleyways of Eastern Reed Heights. The realm. I don't know why I said speak. All for the sake of interviewing one of the most promising political figures in Oakmont. Peirce's property, an apartment building tucked away on Museum Avenue between Communion Road and Peirce asking for someone to come firebomb this asshole's house. It's definitely a grand sight, but Mr. Peirce takes pain to assure he is in touch with the needs of humble man, meeting regularly with community leaders. So, Museum Ave between Communion Road and Kellogg Street. Communion. Museum in Kellogg. I should just be able to fast travel up there.
that's fit to print.
And really not go full circle. Eesh.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print.
Okay. Yeah, there's no water. Straight down this road, I guess. Or craft my bullets. I did. Must be this place covered in all the American flags. No? There we go.
This guy sure had some blood on his hands. Literally. Must be taking his election campaign very seriously.
Why'd you make yourself look like Caesar? He's a notoriously bad leader. Note of Milton Milton, and my dearest friend, it has only been a while we last met, and I wish to remind you that our door is always open to you to pay me a visit. How about we finally hold that seance we've been talking about for so long? I expect to see you at Frontier soon. Formerly yours, Johannes. I think Johannes is the devil.
Someone got changed here in a hurry.
Well, Oakmoners, from this day forward, a new vision will be guided their city. From this day forward, it will be Oakmont first. Every decision made on trade, on fishery, on newcomers and Innsmouthers will be made to benefit the people of Oakmont. We must protect the boundaries of our city from both outsiders and the forces of nature. Let's make Oakmont great again. Okay,
Is
Trump.
he planning to become the Prince of Oakmont, or is this just some light reading?
A candidate for mayor. While Milton Peirce may not yet be fully fledged member of the Oakmont legislature, he has already proven his fitness for the role during his election campaign, not only in word but also in deed. Mr. Peirce has prepared and put into operation a new water supply project for Oakmont. He is also, they have enough water, dog. Is also actively engaged in greening the city, planting trees in suburban areas, proposing new park spaces for recreation community events. Second, his campaign promises seem to have struck a chord with the public. Most notably, Peirce has advocated for a construction of a wall around Oakmont to prevent the influx of newcomers. Is it just hyperbole, or could Peirce really do it? We'll find out if or when he wins the election. Is this literally Donald Trump?
Emptier than a banker's heart.
I think this game came out in like 2018 or so. That would have been his election period,
Kept
right?
some dirty clothes here. You can see the blood splatter.
First one, I mean. Letter to Throgmorton, dear Mr. Peirce. Oh, from Throgmorton. Despite all the differences we might have had in the past, I can't but admit that today I see you as one of the most promising candidates for mayor. Oakmont needs a strong hand, which you surely can provide. Don't expect any financial support from my side. I believe one running for mayor should possess the requisite financial means. But otherwise, you'll have my full assistance. Respectfully, Robert Throgmorton. Okay.
Shape is familiar. I've seen similar daggers before.
The occultist? He's either a Klansman or a cultist. Maybe he's looking into both. I don't know. Letter from the... There you go. They must have sent him a knife, like those declarations of war. On behalf of our community, I want to express huge gratitude for everything you do for us. Very few of the stakeholders here show compassion to the Innsmouth descendants, and you are a rare exception. Please accept this dagger as a sign of our friendship and proof that while we maintain the connection, no one from our side will dare harm you. And he's playing politics. He says he wants to build a wall, but he's helping them out, too.
They definitely kept some dirty clothes here. You can see the blood splatter.
The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Oh, it's all over me.
This is the guy who actually shot him.
Where's my Dane tie? I should have been at City Hall by now. Voters won't meet and greet themselves. Get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
Time to figure this out.
The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Oh, it's all over me. Get these out of my sight, Robert. Where's my Dane tie? I should have been at City Hall by now. Voters won't meet and greet themselves.
No.
Where's my Dane tie? I should have been at City Hall by now. The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Oh, it's all over me. Get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
I don't know, dog. Maybe change. Get this out of my sight.
Robert.
Comes back.
The
and
blood
he has
was
to drink.
spurting
I think
out
the
of
drink is probably last.
Spurting out.
I don't know if it's this first. Or
Where's my Dane tie? Get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't the blood was spurting out of him, Robert? Just spurting out. Oh, get these out of my sight. Where's my Dane tie? The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Oh, it's all over me.
Maybe he drank first?
Where's my Dane tie? The blood was spurting out of him. Get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
The hell?
Get these out of my... where's my Dane tie? The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Oh, it's all over me.
I mean, that would have come before the laundry, right? So...
The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just get these out of my sight, Robert.
He went drinking and then he was late.
Where's my Dane tie? I should have been at City Hall by now. Voters won't meet and greet themselves.
No? What the hell?
Where's my Dane tie? The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
Dog.
Where's my Dane tie? I should have been at City Hall by now. Voters won't meet. The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just spurting out. Get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
It's only 4 options, but that's like a lot of possibilities. I'm just gonna look it up. Because my reasonable deductions have failed thus far. We're at self-defense. I feel like I've done that, okay? He comes in, he drinks, he changes his clothes, and then he tells him to get rid of the fucking clothes.
The blood was spurting out of him, Robert. Just get these out of my sight, Robert. Isn't that why we have a laundry room downstairs?
Milton Peirce came home covered in blood. He ordered his
That's what I was going for, but apparently I didn't put it in that.
To meet voters at City Hall.
So he's at City Hall now? Laundry room's locked. City Hall's right over here, right down the road. No. Must be him.
Good day, Mr. Peirce. Bet you didn't expect to see me.
How are you here? You should be in jail.
I have good friends.
Did I shave his eyebrows off?
I just want to talk.
Well, okay, if you wish.
No, they're all scratched. How'd that happen?
Why did you claim I did it?
Excuse me? Why wouldn't I? A friend of mine was killed. Why should I let that go?
You saw the real killer. Tell me who it was.
Want to know what I saw? I saw a bloody newcomer rush in, murder Johannes, and stroll out like it was no big deal.
You're certain it was a newcomer? How can you be so sure?
Trust me. Oakmoners know a newcomer when they see one. We locals can tell.
You know I didn't do it.
Quite the opposite, Reed. I saw your face. Or are you going to claim it wasn't yours?
You seem like a rational man, Peirce. Can't we come to an arrangement?
Are you attempting to bribe a politician, Mr. Reed? What makes you think I'd accept such an offer?
I'm sorry. I must be thinking of a different Milton Peirce.
But let me tell you, my beloved mother is so old and so rich. I'll miss her dearly when she's gone.
Well, that's a non sequitur.
Mr. Reed, how do I put this? I find my campaign hamstrung by a distinct lack of resources.
So it's about the money after all.
I fear that all the budget pressures are affecting my cognition. If the situation were improved, perhaps I'd see things more clearly. For instance, I might suddenly realize I'd mistaken you for someone else. You could even remind me of whom.
I'm not gonna kill your mom?
How could you propose such a thing? Against your own mother, no less. You're a heartless monster. I won't do it.
Don't get emotional, Reed. Go for a walk. Breathe the salty air, then picture your execution. Perhaps with some perspective, you'll reconsider.
I doubt it.
Whatever you say, sir. I'll just leave you this bottle and her address anyway. And Reed, don't come back here after. People shouldn't see me with you.
What the fuck? Marriage license at City Hall. I just gotta find it without killing his mom. The bloody clothes in Peirce's house can be used as evidence against him. Still, I need some more to accuse him. But who is Robert? It's gonna be Robert Throgmorton. I know the womb exists. I think there could be another, but I don't know. Robert must be the actual hitman. And the clothes are still in his home. Newcomers. Flood. Legal documents. Oops. I hereby clarify that Glenn Gordon Byers and Evelyn Catherine Lane, residing at the Revenue House on the corner of Powder House Street and Orchard Ave, Eastern Shells, will be united in marriage in accordance with the license issued by the City of Oakmont, Massachusetts, numbered. Okay, so shells, outer house, and orchard. Right there, by the fish cannery. Hey! He deserved it. There's only one punch, probably said some. He shouldn't have. Place.
The door won't budge. Are you Glenn Byers?
Yes. Who are you?
Charles Reed, P.I. The guy taking the fall for your murder.
Okay. How did you find me?
Are you serious? I'm a private eye. Now don't make this any worse for yourself and answer my questions. Why did you murder Johannes Vanderberg?
I had no choice. I am an honest man, sir. I have a family. My sweet Evelyn and Michael, our son. I didn't want to do it, but they had him hostage. I don't even know Johann or whatever he's called.
You and I look rather similar, wouldn't you say? How is that possible?
I don't know. This is the face I was born with. I'm just as confused as you are.
Do you have any relatives in Boston?
Looks younger, cleaner,
my
fresh birth clone.
Providence, Rhode Island.
Just another of this town's oddities to add to the list. Do you know who's responsible?
It was a gang. I'd never seen any of them
Yellow
before.
Kings?
This guy gave me a gun. Will? Maybe. But I don't know if he was anyone special. That's all I know. I swear.
Tell me exactly how it all happened.
They broke into our house while I was out. I came home and found the broken door. There were signs of a struggle, but my family... Poor Evelyn. They were gone.
You never thought to report their abduction. Why not get help from the police?
I wanted to call the coppers, I did, but they sent me drunk. I can't. It's still on the table. I've no guts to touch it.
Her hand? Is that what I'm seeing in that letter?
I'll need to inspect the place where it happened.
If you have to, it's next door. I locked it so no one can get in.
Either a whole hand or just a finger.
Okay, let's say I believe you. You've done the deed, so where are your wife and son now?
I don't know. The gang leader promised they'd be released, but they haven't returned. Please, I realize I'm in no position to ask, but can we make a deal?
Depends on the offer.
I am guilty. I took a life, but you have shouldered the blame. I will turn myself into the police and make this right. When I hand over the weapon, they will have to believe me, but I can't do it until I know my family is safe.
Right. So I rescue your family to save my own skin.
In a nutshell, yes. So what's your answer?
Sure.
All right, I'll do it. I don't like it, but I'll do it.
Thank you. You're a better man than I, Mr. Reed. I'm sorry that I put you in this position, but I will make it right. I promise.
Now, what is this? It's her ring finger. So she's an assassin now.
Still has a wedding ring on. What kind of monster does that? There's a note in the envelope.
Seems you're reluctant to do the job. Here's a little something to motivate you. Get on with it.
There used to be some writing here, but it's been washed off. At least partially.
Kill Johannes Vanderberg or they will die.
So, the home of a suffragette, huh?
Suffragette, like a woman pushing for voting rights.
Old but clean and shiny. That's definitely been taken good care of.
Michael's diary. Dear diary, Mom got a new chic. Things seem to be pretty serious between them. Well, I hope this one doesn't make her cry like my father did. Glenn seemed to be a really nice guy. He showed me his collection of stamps and gave me this nice model car. Mom got married again. Looked so beautiful in her wedding dress and happy. A guy in terrible yellow scarf came here last night as the Yellow Kings. He was asking too many questions about Dad. Funny, I'm already calling him Dad. Anyways, I told him nothing, said to get lost, and today...
Joy is really cute here. I wish I could hear her sing. Crepe silk and lace. Must have been a pretty dress before it was torn.
No blood to follow.
Seems like everywhere I go lately, I find blood. This door will be hard to fix.
Break in.
Seems like everywhere I go lately, I find blood.
What am I to do now?
I don't know. Not even sure what I'm supposed to do just yet. Check outside to break in.
This door will be hard to fix. The door won't budge. Some of the boards look fresh. No dust.
Could I break down here, perhaps? No.
Some of the boards look fresh. No dust.
Oh no, there's some ash on them.
What am I to do now?
The door won't budge. Who in hell would think to use a spade as a weapon? Oh, wait a minute.
Army man. Oh, here we go. The thingy.
Catch up to us when you're done. And don't waste any time rescuing Martin. He's expendable.
Don't you dare touch my mom!
Open this door or I'll kick it down!
I think I'm starting to get the picture.
Open this door or I'll kick it down!
Break in, kick the shit out of the mom. Don't you touch my mom, you bastard. Yeah, don't waste your time rescuing the kid.
And don't waste any time rescuing Martin. He's expendable.
A gang broke in and kidnapped a mother and son. The latter fought back, knocking an attacker through the floor. And the rest of the assailants left with the hostages. How do I get into the room beneath us?
Why? The kitchen? It's locked.
One of Evelyn's attackers fell through a hole in the floor. Now, maybe I'll find something useful if I look around.
Wow. How do you know all that? You detective types sure are clever. It would explain the broken boards. I'll get you the key, and, sorry for the mess.
I'll get going.
Monsters in here. Bitch.
Someone must have had a hard fall here. Glad I'm not him. That's a rare spirit. They're lucky to have a bottle from before Prohibition. Congratulations on your wedding, from Sister Peg.
Oh, fuck. The hell is this? Toy soldier? Ah! I knew that thing was still around. No, that's a man's whole ass leg.
Somebody! Anybody! Help!
The monster ate the body.
Let's see what he's got in here.
Lockpicking tools. In the bag of a dead gang member, I found a piece of map of the southern part of Salvation Harbor, one of those houses on Eel Street, north of the intersection with Skipper Road, marked a red circle. Salvation Harbor, Skipper, and Eel Street. First time they've given me a map like that. Maybe this one right here. eye up here when I was around it. Oh. Is that just the light getting really shiny? It's fooling me into thinking it's an icon. I think so. The kitchen must have been locked because the monster was in there. They didn't take care of it. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Right, it was just around the corner. Yo, Kangs. Maybe they didn't return the family on purpose because the leader wanted to meet me. Illuminatus. There's a secret door somewhere here.
Hi there, Billy. Gotta say, I liked you more last time we met.
Same to you, pal. Heard you might be coming, but hoped you wouldn't. So how about this? Leave now, and I pretend you weren't here.
Well, then I gotta go off an old lady. I'd rather not do that.
Billy, holding a family hostage doesn't suit you. Let them go, and we both walk out in one piece.
It's not gonna work out that way. There's a reason the buyers are here. When the time comes, we'll set them free.
Why did you need the buyers anyway? What do you get out of it?
There are powerful entities in this Borg. You should know better than to question their affairs, so you best get out while I'm asking politely, Charlie boy.
Well, no, because you're still trying to frame me.
Billy, I want no trouble for either of us. Byers did what he was asked, so it's time you do your part.
For the last time, move along. I already saved your life once. Consider this number 2. I get attached to people I save. It bit of a weakness. But understand this, Charles. I'd hate to kill you, but if I have to, I will.
Oh, I ain't leaving.
Sorry, Billy. This is bigger than both of us. May the best man win.
So this is how it ends, eh? I hoped you might be different. It's a shame you'll die here, Reed. This city has far worse men than you.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh. Let me get that Tommy gun. Ha! Motherfucker's got Capone. Nah, that was like way too strong actually. Those are all body shots and they fucking dropped in like one bullet. Like the SMG in Resident Evil. It says it does no damage, but it has a high ass crit chance. You end up killing everything in like 3 shots with it, and you can carry how much of it. You get like 30 from crafting a stack of ammo. Right, I was going to the crafty boy. Medkits are what I really came for.
The door won't budge.
Aggrieved by EOD. Barry Morgan, fisherman, disturbed by Innsmouthers catching all the fish. Lieutenant Marriott, daughter raped and killed. Guilt of EOD members unproven. Wallace Rose, injured in a fight with Innsmouthers. George Cavendish, name circle in red. Wife joined EOD, bore a child that wasn't his. Kenneth Harvey saw Innsmouthers stealing from him. Delaney Jennings saw disappeared shells, blames Innsmouthers. And note that smell the fish. I got it, Billy. We'll make sure no one from the expedition gets back to shore. And if anyone slips through, we got it. You just got the guy to handle it. Goes by the name Lewis Flynn. Very obedient. Will do everything he's told to do. Provide him with detailed instructions. Yours, eh? Why didn't they have that guy fucking ice Johannes? Sketchy notes. A feckin' mother's young, things to be told to Graham of their intellectual abilities, similar to those of a 3-year-old child, but will continue to evolve mentally. Will perform simple orders immediately after brought to life. Understanding complex sentences will come later. Of nutrition, though expendable, they are living beings that require chemicals to sustain optimal level of functioning. Give potassium, cold liver oil. It's good for their tissues. Will go ask for sugar. Do not give. What? General care. Do not expose to direct sunlight right after birth. Their fibers are not yet firm and may decompose easily. Like a fucking gremlin. Don't feed them after midnight. It seems like someone's investigating all the stuff I just had to put together myself. Would have been nice of them to share. I'm guessing Billy was the leader of the Yellow Kings. On reviving the long dead. Steps to return spirits of long dead. Ones to corporeal life. Essential salts. Copy the formula from the Bolarius Grimoire per Admoni Invocation. Should be recited for several hours. Search the exact wording through the works of Peter de Bono. Dies, Miles, Yeris, Invocation, maybe the Great Invocation of Agrippa. Ye Nash Yog Soloth Invocation, written in different handwriting. Ye Nash Yog Soloth Hileg Thorag. Combined together and present to Hill, crossed out. Just give him books and hints and find everything on his own. A map and accompanying piece of paper with written coordinates 47 9 126 43.
What the hell? Everything I've faced since coming to this city is on this map.
Were they leaving hints for me the whole time? Is that what Hill is or whatever? Those coordinates, I probably have to find them. It's going to be the first time they've made me do that. I don't know if the map has numbers on it. It probably does. Mr. Drummond, your proposal proved too tempting to resist. I will tell the police whatever you need. Though in return, I require some assistance on my election campaign. Sincerely, MP. Yep. That was done. Peirce hired them. And here's the son. Is the mom dead? No. You good. Not good, but alive.
Oh, thank you, mister. I thought they'd kill us. I don't know how we can ever repay you. Who are you? You look...
I'm a private eye. Your father's worried about you two.
Father? Is he okay? Did you see him?
He's fine, but this isn't over yet. Do you have somewhere you could hide out for a while?
Yeah, sure. We'll stay at Aunt Peg's. What's going on?
Your father and I have a matter we need to deal with together. He'll explain everything when he can.
Okay. Please, mister. Take care of him. He's a good man.
I'll try. I've got to go.
It seems like I can pin this whole thing on Peirce. Maybe get him a lighter sentence at least, or maybe avoid turning him in at all, which I'd like to do if I can.
Have you come to save us?
Still, he is a murderer. Suppose that doesn't change, and Johannes was an important lead for me. He does need some punishment, actually.
Have you come to save us?
Something like that. Alright. So, I've got a new location. 2 of them, I guess. No, I don't need that one. No, these are old. Need to talk to Glenn. It was here, the fish cannery, I remember. Are we on time? I feel like this is going longer than expected. Yeah, we're almost at 3 hours. I also totally forgot to talk about going Camway, guys. Shit. Okay, so 4th season. It started off with dick jokes. Like, they did half the season and then they took a hiatus and then they came back with the other half like a month or 2 later. I wasn't sure if it was over or what, but it didn't seem like much really happened. It was all just like the funny episodes at first. There was a shootout. But yeah, they like literally stopped in the middle of one, I guess, when they came back. But, you know, dick jokes, it was funny stuff. And it came back with the more serious part of the season, I guess. I need to turn the fuck around. More shootouts, yay yay. My character threads seem to be wrapping up. I guess that the next season could be the final, because it sounds like they finally located the treasure, or at least, I don't know, some big evidence was unearthed. I don't want to spoil too much, but it sounds like they know what needs to be done now at the very least. And of course there were a few more goofs. There was a pretty funny fight where, like, there was a detective who was looking for a Jack the Ripper type, like a guy going around killing whores, and he was like following the trails of the cum, and you'd like detect the cum by jerking off himself, and he ran into the guy. They had like a jerk off duel, fucking like fling their cum at each other. It was too wacky. And there was like another weird one with like a serial killer who dressed up as a bear. And the way they presented that whole episode was strange. You didn't understand what was going on until the end. The guy was a weirdo though. And you know, the show just stays interesting and funny. You learn lots of trivia. There was less focus on the food stuff this time, though. And yeah, I mean, and that would be like the third time we've talked about the show. I don't need to go into detail about much else, but, you know. It was funny. The hiatus was weird. I hope they don't do that again. But, yeah. I'm excited for where things are going, I suppose. And what's the other show? My Home Hero. Let's see. Basically, there's a dad. He's got his daughter coming back from college. She wants him to meet her boyfriend, and he goes to meet the boyfriend, and he's like a piece of shit, Yakuza, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna off soon, just like the other ones. He's like a fucking domestic abuser. He beats all his girlfriends to death at some point, I guess. And, you know, he's in the apartment at the time. The boyfriend doesn't know that he's there listening, but he's hiding in the closet. He's like, oh, jeez, I gotta fucking kill this guy. So he kills him. That's like the first episode. And the whole rest of the show is him trying to cover up the murder, like, how he gets rid of the body, he, like, scrubs the whole house clean. Now, obviously, the Yakuza and whatever gang they're associated with come looking for the guy and start investigating the family. And then things just start to spin out of control from there. He's, like, working to try and frame someone else for the job eventually, and the guy who's investigating him doesn't believe. He's like, nah, I know you did it, guy. But I didn't really like the guy, so, you know, you might have a shot. But I'm totally gonna pin this on you anyways. So he's like working with him, but also working against him the whole time. And they start doing jobs and shit together. And yeah. Basically, Big Brain fucks over the whole gang and gets away with murder. Maybe a couple murders by the end. And I wasn't sure about the ending. Like, there could be more to it, I have no idea, but it seems like after the final thing, he just got lucky, and the frickin' earthquake came and covered everything up, I guess. But, you know, that was a fun show. You know, Big Brain talky, I did the thing. Yeah, I know that's what happened, but actually, this is what happened. Because I'll explain afterwards in my thoughts.
What's your problem?
You know, just cool Walter White type shit. You feel good for the normie killing the gangsters. And yeah, that was a fun watch. Would recommend.
Your family is safe now.
Yes, thank you so much. My sister-in-law just called to say Evelyn and Michael got there safely. I owe you everything. What happens now? Should I turn myself in?
First things first. You need to write a confession. It's your word against the witness.
Okay, I'll take it over to the police station immediately.
No, just give it to me. And the murder weapon. You still have it, right?
Yes, sir. Here's everything.
Good man. I'll go clear things up. I suggest you make the most of your time before the coppers come knocking. I'll get going.
I realize now that I kind of, like, spoiled part of the ending, but don't worry, there's more to think about. And again, I said there could be more, like, this guy has made direct contact with the gang members several times. You don't know if he's ever going to be really off the hook or whatever. And, you know, with maybe a few more kills, he's got more shit to deal with. Possibly. Alright, so the gun, I got the murder weapon, I'm out of danger. Killer was blackmailed, I have the gun, out of danger, yep. Words pay the debt, now Peirce doesn't have to worry about his wife and son, he will confess that he killed Vanderberg. No alibi, Peirce and I look alike, the gun. Peirce's gun will likely implicate him. Malice. Whoever found with this gun will be implicated in the murder. It could be planted to frame someone else. Yeah, could be. Repentant sinner. Peirce is devastated about what he did. He repents and feels remorse. Peirce. Peirce knows I did not murder Johannes Vanderberg. For some reason, he's setting me up. Peirce believes he really saw me at the crime scene. He mistook Peirce's face for with my own. I think this guy's a cunt. He wanted me to kill his mom. Nice guy or not, Peirce killed a man and must face consequences. Yes. Victim, not villain, and Peirce just a poor victim who was forced to commit a crime against his will. Okay, so what have I got here? Frank confession. I can make Peirce voluntarily confess. Plus, if I bring Carpenter his guilty plea, it may lessen his punishment. Then I can use the letter I found at Billy Drummond's hideout to prove Peirce's testimony against me is false. Peirce tried to frame me, so I'm returning the favor. If I plant the gun among his bloody clothes and take a picture, Mr. Carpenter should consider sufficient evidence against him. And it sounds like he did set the whole thing up. I feel like I'm missing something still. The casebook say. Should I go to this house? Maybe I can find more evidence about this guy's. North Old Grove, Beacon Street, and Bullock Street. Right here. I don't want to off his mother, but I do want to search their house. I might go talk to the guy too. See if he has anything else to say when I explain what really happened. Peirce's basement. Yeah, there could be more evidence down there too. It might be where he wants me to meet him. He did say that I shouldn't go back to City Hall, so and it's probably where I'm gonna find him at the very least.
Agatha Peirce, I presume? The name's Charles Reed. I'm a PI.
Good day, young man. What's your business?
There's a matter that I'd like to discuss. It concerns your son, Milton.
Oh no. What's happened? Is he okay?
I'm afraid this may take some time to explain. Perhaps you have something to, wet my whistle.
Oh, fear not. I keep my cellar stocked for just such occasions. Would you kindly fetch us some Chianti from the cellar? You look more than capable.
Ma'am, that's a most generous offer. So why do I sense a quid pro quo?
Oh, no. Well, I did...
Yeah.
Here are the keys. Pick any bottle, as long as it's Chianti. And don't shy away from the good stuff. It's there to be shared with guests like yourself.
Milton sent me here to kill you.
Milton? No, it can't be.
Look, it's the truth. He wanted his inheritance and needed your death to look natural. Poison was his solution.
No! I don't believe you!
I guess I could have poisoned the bottle, but you know, I'm gonna take whatever thing out of their basement for him. No, it can't be.
The door won't budge.
Huh. Maybe I was supposed to go in the basement first. Oh well. But I think the best outcome I can go for is getting them both arrested. And, you know, I can live with that. I get them arrested and explain that the one was blackmailed by the other. And that guy needs to be punished, but, like, not that much. Can't just let him get away with murder. This building.
Someone got changed here in a hurry. Is he planning to become the Prince of Oakmont, or is this just some light reading?
I thought the other door would lead to the basement. Fucker. I didn't want to do that. I'm gonna autosave here. Seems the basement's just there to plant the gun, which I don't want to do. Oh, new fast travel point. Lovely. So I guess I should stop at City Hall. See if he's there, see if I can talk to him, and then I have to go to the police station. Or maybe the Carpenter Manor. Check them both out. Yeah, he's gone. Alright, guess I'll just have to see what I can make happen that'll make me feel good about myself here.
Good news. I found the man that really killed Vanderberg. His name is Glenn Byers, and better still, I have a confession written in his own hand.
You work fast, Mr. Reed. But how do you plan on refuting Peirce's testimony against you?
Well, as it happens, here's a letter detailing how Peirce was bribed to lie to the police.
A remarkable effort. Thank you. I'll hand it all over to the authorities.
Now, one more thing. Glenn was forced to commit the crime, and he confessed to everything. Given the circumstances, can he hope for leniency?
I'll see what we can do. But do be aware, Mr. Reed, that in this city, excessive kindness may be taken advantage of.
Bye.
What is this?
You've been doing a great job, Mr. Reed. I'm waiting for you at the Devil's Reef Hotel.
Okay. I knew this man was the devil. Okay, so the hotel. And now we've actually been all over the map, I think. I don't know how much longer this could possibly go. We'll see if this sounds like we're getting anything final. If not, this would be how we end it. We might go to 4 hours, though.
The door won't budge. How? How is this possible?
At last, Mr. Reed. I heard about your recent case. Let me congratulate you. You've truly outdone yourself this time. A question, if I may.
I've got a question. How on earth are you still alive?
What can I say? Perhaps next time you should make sure you finished the job.
It wasn't me, and you know it. All this. All I went through, and there was no murder to begin with.
The prosecution would beg to differ. They had all they needed. A victim, a method, and a culprit. The rest is just bells and whistles.
You set the whole thing up?
You set me up. You son of a...
I only set the scene.
I'll...
What? Kill me? As amusing as it would be to see you charged with my murder a second time, I'm afraid we have more pressing matters.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean, Mr. Reed. The prophecy. The seal. You have made yourself a part of something momentous. First things first about your case. Your short-sightedness surprised me. Why, Charles? Why hand poor Mr. Byers over to the police?
He was guilty.
He was guilty. He pulled the trigger.
Oh, was he? You too have carved a bloody path through this ailing city, Charles. You could at least be consistent in your choices.
I follow my own moral
I
compass.
shall call this experiment a success. In fact, you should consider it a taste of your ultimate trial.
I don't understand. What do you get from all this?
You are headed into the darkness, Mr. Reed. I'm giving you the experience you'll need to find your way through it.
What do you mean, my ultimate trial? What does this have to do with anything?
Of course. Everything. It's your destiny. Destiny beyond comprehension. To be more than a speck of cosmic dust. To make waves across the universe. To end things.
And what?
Everything. You've suffered in this city from the very beginning. From the moment you were born, in fact. Wanting to end it is only natural. But unlike those untold millions before you, you have the power to do so. You can turn mere prophecy into absolute truth.
You don't mean...
The seal of Kotiganar is in your hands. You possess the key to the gates, and all they hold within. You can close them, and cling to mankind's misery for a few more cruel centuries. Or you can open them and end it. And you will do the latter.
Why?
Why? Why would I destroy everything?
Because otherwise your life amounts to nothing. Do you know how many chosen few there have been over the centuries? Nameless hordes, sacrificed at the whim of invisible masters. Not unlike those who watered the poppies of Flanders with their blood.
But our sacrifices mattered. We won the war.
A war, with many yet to come. This is your kin's nature, your purpose. To suffer. Your monkeys in an open cage, unwilling to walk out. Only you can make a difference. You can end it all for good.
You're despicable.
Johannes, you're vile.
There is nothing more vile than futility. Watching this happen again and again and doing nothing. We are the agents of change, Mr. Reed.
You're wrong. I'll prove it.
You will prove nothing. You'll die. And at the next turn of the cycle, another will come along who is brave enough to finish the job. Nevertheless, I cannot abandon you, whether you agree with me or not. Your path is too important, even if your choice is beyond my control.
You're right about one thing, at least.
There is an archaeologist in this city. He is very close to unraveling the secret of Katigana. And you'll need his help to get inside. His name is Joseph Hill. Here's his address. Talk to him. Earn his favor.
Seriously. All that, and you don't even know how to find Katiganar?
If I knew that, would I be working with a private eye?
This is wrong, Johannes. All of it. And I still have no idea why I should even believe you.
The truth is the truth. Whether you believe it or not, you can accept it, or try to put the blindfold back on. It doesn't matter. Farewell, Charles. Whether we speak again or not, I will be watching. And don't lose the seal again, or all your effort in this city would go to waste.
Knowledge point. Reed Heights East, Lombard Street. Oh, I'm right there. Cool. Yo King. Oh, I'd like to have the Sherlock coat. It's got the same coat as Dr. Reed, actually, from fucking Vampire. Oh, the game's art style looks like that, too. I wonder if they're related. I know Vampire is published by Focus Home Interactive, who started this project at least. But I don't think Frogwares worked on Vampire. That was Don't Nod. Okay, so it sounds like I'm probably gonna just be given a final choice at the end where the opener closed the gates. Now I have the king's robes. Do we want a yellow suit? Not really. I like the pinstripe. Just looks sick. It also sounds like we're gonna have to do like a quest once we get to this place, so maybe we'll save that for next time. See, there's probably an hour or two left. And I don't know, if there is less than that, maybe we'll go back and grab one of the other endings, like the one where we just fucking leave. Because we do have that other save. And yeah. Obviously I felt like things were coming to a close last time, but that obviously wasn't the case. However, I really do feel it now. We're talking about all this finality stuff. Sounds like there's one more temple. We're looking for the gate. All the other characters have been dealt with so far. We've been all over the whole map. Like, there can't be anything else. Just maybe one or two jobs for this guy, and then we go. So, yeah. I normally say see you in a week. I might see you in 2 days. Because that'd be my next day off, and then my birthday is one of those, so, you know, I'm obviously not going to stream then. But, I don't know. Maybe a little bit further ahead than that. And then I'm going to be binging Baldur's Gate. So, yeah. Could be on in like 2 more days, 2-3 days, whatever. Or like 2 weeks. So, check back then. Later, boys.